to learn that stuff, man. You can apply it, and it's good stuff.
Wait, there's more to life than driving this truck?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Wild Beard Trucking in the house. He says, Wild Beard says, would DIY recommend Amazon as an entry-level authority operator?
If you want to, everybody should do it too. I've been pretty open about it. Probably not everybody's heard it, but I have like a personal grudge against Amazon over something business related. So I don't do business with Amazon. I don't like Amazon. But I think the people that do it serves them well. I don't think any less of you for doing it if you're going to do it. I do kind of, however, I don't have a very good opinion of Amazon as a company. And this is merely my opinion. I could be 100% wrong. And if I am, good. I hope I'm wrong. But I think they're setting people up. All the people that are doing power only for Amazon, I think they're setting them up to take a serious haircut on the rates and stuff here. They're going to corner markets, and then they're going to slash the rates to the bone. They've done it before. In fact, that's kind of what my grudge is over Amazon. Early 2019, probably even in January, I got an email from Amazon that I don't think I was supposed to get. Somehow I got it from a contact list or something, and they were bragging about how badly they're going to screw us, to put a long story short.
Send me that so I can put it out there.
I don't know if I still have it. I'll check. I got to go way back. But,
yeah, if you do, let me know.
They're bragging about how they were going to cut the rates. If you remember, January of 19, rates had started to fall from the 2018 highs. And they were bragging. They were just then getting into the freight markets. And they were bragging back then how they're going to take the already low spot market and cut it by another 30% by getting into the spot market area. And they were willing to operate for as long as it takes at a loss to corner the spot market. And, everything else involved in it, power only. And by golly, if they didn't corner the market, but they put some serious damage to it. And they did drive them rates down. 2019, Amazon rates were not at, fall of 2020 rates. And when the volumes drop, Amazon's going to cut their rates. And they're going to do what Amazon wants to do. They don't give a damn about building relationships with drivers or small companies. They are one of those deals where it's like the dollar is the only thing and it is everything. And if you aren't up to our snuff, you're out of here. And I think they're setting drivers up. It's not to fail, but I think things are going to reverse themselves here sooner or later, and the people that are dedicated just to Amazon are going to get hurt. But that is merely my opinion. I don't expect anybody else to agree with me, but somebody asked. So there you have it.
Wildbeard says, do you think the government will force everyone to get their own authority and cut off the lease like California? I think it'll be a slow spread. I think if California and New Jersey are pushing pretty hard right now, there'll be some states that will, some states that won't. If the federal government gets involved, possibly.
I think the federal government would be more likely to do the exact opposite. They don't want more people with their own authority. They want less authorities and bigger companies. They would, just make it harder and try to do away completely with the owner-operator business model. And one way to do that is just put their freaking autonomous trucks on the road like they want so bad. It's going to happen. People think it ain't going to happen. Like me and you were talking, it's going to happen sooner than later, sooner than we all think or we all like. Honestly, it doesn't matter what we think. People always ask your opinion or my opinion. I'm like, who cares what I think? It doesn't matter. It's what they think. And what they think, they're the people with the money, and they're the ones making the policies, and what they want to happen is going to happen. If they want it, they could have it tomorrow, they would have it. But sometimes things take time.
Yeah. Well, and
reality.
A lot of people keep saying it's coming soon. Like you said, it's coming sooner than later, and they've already got it. They're already on the road. they're not level 5 or whatever. You know, they still have to have a driver in there with his hands right at the wheel. But I mean, there's runs being done every day that don't have a driver involved other than sitting there ready to grab the wheel. So, yeah, but as far as authorities in the federal government goes, I think California they're like their own standalone thing here on that, you know, and I don't think the rest of the government is going to give it up like that, because the big trucking companies, the ATA is going to step in and put some money on that, you know, like,
yeah.
I don't see that just going like it did in California.
But it won't be on our side. ATA will be against us like they are on everything else. ATA
I think
is my enemy.
The ATA will be, I'm just saying the ATA will be for the ability to lease on, because JB Hunt needs all those lease drivers, you know.
Yeah.
Swift needs their lease drivers. Like, you know, they'll be on our side on that one because it benefits the big companies more than it benefits the small companies. You know, like you look at what Prime and Swift do with their lease programs. I mean, that's bigger than probably the next. Their lease program is probably bigger than the next 500 carriers underneath them, as far as small carriers. You know, like what would be considered 50 to 100 trucks. I mean, I don't know the numbers over there, but I'm imagining, you know, what I see Prime on the road with all these lease trucks. Probably, you know, several thousand lease trucks over there. You think they're going to give that up very easy? They're not. Like,
no, but I'm going to take it from them.
Well, I mean, hey, I you know, that's my opinion. I don't think it'll spread as quick as people think it will. Appreciate it. Everybody check out my guest Terry's got a channel, DIY Semi. If you're not familiar with that, I've got his link to his channel pinned up there at the top of the chat. Just click on that link there, take you over to his channel. Be sure to subscribe, check him out. Alexandra in the house with a $5 super chat. So what mainly do we do over there at DIY Semi? Give us a little synopsis of what they can expect.
Well, a little bit about whatever, anything to do with trucking, really, maintenance or business. Lately, a lot of business stuff because it's pertinent. A lot of different things going on lately, but plus it's cold outside. I don't like working on a truck anymore, and 5 below zero. I'm kind of over that. I just did a water. I didn't video it because I'm like, break down the fourth wall of YouTube for a second. It takes a lot of time when you're doing something. It takes a lot of extra time to make a video about it. So I just had to do a water pump outside in the freaking 0 degree weather, and it turned into a mess, and it took me all day. I'm like, I'm not videoing this because, like, I'll be here for 2 days doing this, knocking the camera over and moving the camera all the time. It's like, you just got to get it done sometimes. And so, yeah, that kind of stuff. And then whatever, anything to do with trucking, man. We trucking, man.